Timing is the other main pillar of animation that we have to really consider when we work on our animation. As the word says, timing is the timing between our poses. Is like the rhythm in music, is that structure of time that our poses follows. So timing and posing, they work always together. There is no way to separate them. Every time we change a pose, we're setting a timing. Every time it's like boom, 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 like one pose, one pose, one pose, one pose, one pose. We're already doing a timing. And also in the opposite direction, every time that the timing is set, or let's say in between each beat or strike of the timing, we have that amount of time that is going to help us to read and perceive the pose and everything that is happening in between those sound beats or strikes. That's why we should consider timing as something very important. If we have a very good and well composed timing, is almost as important as a very good posing. And that is why back in the old times, in the 2D animation times, all the 2D animators would have already a sheet with all the informations of the dialogue, if they're working with a shot with dialogue, and all the frames that corresponds to each part of the dialogue. So even before that they would start doing a shot or planning, they would already have like a clear structure of all the rhythm, more or less, that they should follow in order to organize their shot. So think about it. Think how much they plan everything, or they consider everything before they even jump into drawing, or even they jump into planning the shot. But there is another very interesting and deeper aspect of timing, which is the emotion. We can work the emotions itself, not just by the posing or by just doing like a soft pose. We can also give an idea or introduce to the audience or to the emotion of the character we're working with through the timing itself. And this is very, very interesting. So for example, I'm gonna show you these two animations, one with a sad pose or a sad feeling, and another one with an angry feeling, okay, or an angry pose. Both of them, they have very clearly defined and simple breakdowns. They're basically separated one between each other with just two breakdowns, 1 and 2, and then the final pose. Okay, same with the anger pose, 1, 2, and then the final pose. So this is what I got when I do both of the poses with the feeling or the right timing that really matches that emotion. Okay, sad feeling, sad timing, and this is anger feeling or anger pose and anger timing. Let's watch it again. Right. Now, what would happen if I mix the timing up but keeping all the poses the same? So this is what would happen if I have a sad pose but with the timing of the anger. Doesn't feel quite the same, right? If feels snappier, a little more cartoony, right? But if we compare that with the first one, it feels sad. It feels like, right? I'm not saying that this would be wrong. It's just adding a layer. If we would have like a good timing, more or less, like in this one, it's adding an extra layer of emotion to it. Like, thanks to this timing, the pose of the sadness is being delivered better, right? And I have the same example with the other pose, which is an anger pose, but with the sad timing. Again, an anger pose with a sad timing. Yeah, not quite there yet, right? It's like, yeah, it's anger, and it gets anger slower, right? But if I go to the right one, feels better, no? It feels like more energetic, more like, because usually when you get angry it's more energetic. So you can see a little bit of the difference and how really the timing is adding up to the emotion. So summing this up, we could say that timing is these two things. One is the structure of the rhythm of the poses itself, plus the energy of the emotion we are working with. So now that more or less we got these two main pillars defined and we understand how important they are, and we can see how basically animation is just about those two main pillars, the process of animation is actually, it becomes very simple to do it, but the thing is that we have to make sure that we do it in the right way. That's why we need to follow a structure in a process that help us to, to succeed with whatever the shot we need to do. So let's go and jump into more concrete scenario where we talk about workflow.